Good evening and welcome to News Tonight on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha. Let's get you the day's top stories. President's address to the nation on the eve of Republic Day welcomes Decade of New India, highlights transformation of pro-people initiatives into mass movements, emphasizes government steps to strengthen internal security and praises invaluable contributions of the army, paramilitary forces, ISRO and countless Indian achievers. Nation prepares to unveil its military might at the Rajpath tomorrow. Tableau from 16 states and 6 central ministries to showcase cultural diversity. Tight security across the country, including the national capital. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu also greets citizens on Republic Day Eve. In Republic Day honours, Padma Vibhushan for late Arun Jaitley, Sushma Swaraj and George Fernandes. Padma Bhushan for 16 eminent personalities. Padma Shris for 118 recipients. 1,040 police medals for gallantry. India and Brazil signed 15 agreements in defence cooperation, health and trade. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says both countries taking steps to increase investment. Despite geographical distance, many forums working to increase bilateral trade to $15 billion by 2022. And Health Ministry takes stock of steps to prevent spread of coronavirus. Central team comprising public health, medical and virus experts to visit airports in many states. Control panel to monitor the situation round the clock. President Ramnath Kovind has called for both the government as well as the opposition to work together for the development of the country. In his address to the nation on the eve of 71st Republic Day, President Kovind said schemes like the Swachh Bharat are a success due to the active participation from the common people. He urged the common man, particularly the youth, to remain non-violent when fighting for a cause and stressed on the need to hold on to constitutional methods of achieving social as well as economic objectives.
Gandhiji's talisman for deciding whether an act is right or wrong also applies to the functioning of our democracy. Government and opposition both have important roles to play. While giving expression to their political ideas, both must move forward in tandem to ensure that development of the country and welfare of its people are promoted consistently. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has achieved astounding success in such a short time. The same spirit can be seen in other endeavors, be it giving up cooking fuel subsidy or pushing digital payments. The common man has made the government programs his own, making them truly effective. The success of the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana is a matter of pride, as the target of 8 crore beneficiaries has been achieved. With this, those in need have access to clean fuel. The Pradhan Mantri Sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana, that is Saubhagya, too has brightened people's lives. Under Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, more than 14 crore farmer families have become entitled to receive minimum annual income of rupees 6,000. Quality of health care has improved, so has its reach. This will be the decade of the rise of New India and a new generation of Indians. More and more of those born in this century are participating in the national discourse. With the passage of time, we are gradually losing living links with our great freedom struggle. But there is no reason to worry about the continuity of the beliefs that guided it. With advances in technology, the young minds of today are better informed and more confident. The next generation remains strongly committed to the core values of our nation. For our youth, the nation always comes first. With them, we are witnessing the emergence of a new India. I have nothing but unreserved praise for our armed forces, paramilitary and internal security forces. Their sacrifices to preserve the integrity and unity of our country present a saga of unparalleled courage and discipline. Even though the development of our educational institutions commenced soon after independence in an environment of scarcity of resources, our achievements in the field of education have followed a remarkable trajectory. Our endeavor is to ensure that no child or youth is denied education. At the same time, we need to strive to reach global education standards by continuous reform of our educational systems. India is proud of the achievements of ISRO. They are making further progress in mission Gaganyaan, and the nation excitedly looks forward to the Indian human space flight program gaining further momentum this year.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu also greeted the country on the eve of Republic Day. In a message to the people, he paid rich tributes to the freedom fighters and called upon the citizens to further fortify the unity and integrity of India. He urged the people to build an inclusive, prosperous, progressive and harmonious India. He also called upon the people to reaffirm our commitment towards the Constitution and the cherished ideals of liberty, equality, fraternity and justice for all. The Vice President has asked the people to pledge to faithfully discharge their constitutionally mandated fundamental duties and also be responsible citizens. He also urged them to resolve to remain united to overcome the emerging challenges together. On the eve of Republic Day, the government has announced the names of Padma Awardees, one of the highest civilian awards in the country. These include 7 Padma Vibhushan, 16 Padma Bhushan and 118 Padma Shri awards. The Padma Vibhushan has been announced for former Union Ministers Arun Jaitley, Sushma Swaraj and George Fernandes posthumously. The government has also named 16 recipients of Padma Bhushan awards, which include P.V. Sindhu for sports, Anand Mahindra for trade and industry, Muzaffar Hussain Beg for public affairs from Jammu and Kashmir, and Sering Landau from Ladakh for medicine. The government has also named 118 recipients of the Padma Shri awards. The awardees include Jagdish Lal Ahuja, who organizes langar for the poor people every day, social activist Javed Ahmed Taq, social activists Satyanarayan S. Ramakrishnan and Yogi Aron, among others. Social activist Abdul Jabbar, who fought for the victims and survivors of the 1984 Bhopal gas tragedy, will also be awarded with the Padma Shri posthumously. And apart from these people, Sabarmati Kushal Kumar Sharma, Trinity Sabo, Ravi Kannan Sundaram Verma, Munna Master, Muhammad Sharif, Tulsi Goda, Mojilal Pankaj Ashi, Harikala Hazaba, Arunodey Mandal and Radha Mohan are among other recipients of the Padma Awards. A total of 1,040 police personnel have also been awarded police medals for gallantry on Republic Day. These include 93 Distinguished Service Medals and 657 Meritorious Service Medals. The Jammu and Kashmir Police has bagged the maximum number of gallantry honours with 108 medals, followed by the CRPF with 76 medals. The Home Ministry order said that the Jammu and Kashmir Police has been deeply and actively involved in counter-terrorism operations in the Kashmir Valley and has also bagged 3 top President's Police Medal for gallantry. 1 police medal for gallantry has been accorded to a CRPF personnel posthumously. 19 top army officers, including Northern Army Commander Lieutenant General Ranbir Singh, have been awarded the Param Vishisht Seva Medal, while 6 Shaurya Chakras have also been awarded for gallantry. A total of 151 Sena medals, 8 Yuddha Seva medals have also been announced on the occasion of Republic Day. And tight security is in place ahead of the 71st Republic Day celebrations. Facial recognition system and drones are part of the measures taken by the Delhi police ahead of the Republic Day in the national capital. Sharpshooters and snipers will be deployed atop high-rise buildings to keep a watch on the 8-kilometer-long parade route from Rajpath to Red Fort on 26 January. Hundreds of CCTV cameras have also been installed as part of the security arrangements, including at least 150 cameras in areas covering Red Fort, Chandni Chowk and Yamuna Khadar. Around 5,000 to 6,000 Delhi police personnel have been deployed in New Delhi district alone, along with 50 companies of paramilitary forces. The main zone of Rajpath will be closed till 12 p.m. on Sunday. Apart from securing the main venue at Rajpath, adequate security and traffic arrangements for the at-home function at Rashtrapati Bhavan have also been made. More than 2,000 traffic police personnel have been deployed for smooth flow of traffic. A traffic advisory has been issued about the police's elaborate arrangement for route diversions on Republic Day. No traffic will be allowed on Rajpath from Vijay Chowk to India Gate from 6 p.m. on the eve of Republic Day, that's Saturday, till the parade gets over on Sunday. Frisking at metro stations, railway stations, airport and bus terminals have also been tightened. The Delhi Metro Rail Corporation has said that metro services on 26 January will be partially curtailed. Entry and exit to Central Secretariat and Udyog Bhavan metro stations will remain shut till afternoon, while the Patel Chowk and Lok Kalyan Marg stations will remain closed from 8:45 a.m. till noon. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and visiting Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro held bilateral talks on Saturday. The two leaders discussed ways to boost strategic, economic and defense ties. On a 4-day visit to India, the Brazilian president will attend the Republic Day celebrations as the chief guest this time. India and Brazil on Saturday finalized an action plan to deepen strategic ties. They signed 15 agreements on cooperation in a range of areas after delegation and summit-level talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro. The agreements are in trade and investment, oil and gas, health, bioenergy cooperation, cultural exchange, geology, mineral resources, cybersecurity and information technology.
सन 2023 में दोनों देशों के बीच डिप्लोमेटिक संबंधों की प्लेटिनम जुबिली होगी। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि तब तक यह एक्शन प्लान हमारी स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप, पीपल टू पीपल टाइज और बिजनेस कोऑपरेशन को और गहरा बनाएगा। मुझे खुशी है कि हमने आज कई महत्वपूर्ण समझौते भी किए हैं विविध क्षेत्रों जैसे बायो एनर्जी, कैटल, जीनोमिक्स, हेल्थ एंड ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन, साइबर सिक्योरिटी, विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी, गैस तथा संस्कृति में हमारे सहयोग और तेजी से आगे बढ़ेंगे।
We have just signed 15 agreements, and on our side, we, of course, as part of an international visit, we had no information on so many good agreements being signed during one bilateral visit, a state visit, the highest record on the highest number on record in our history. So we have indeed further consolidated our working bilateral relations, and I'm quite certain that in addition to all of these topics that we have covered today, we will see more matters of mutual interest emerge between us in our agendas.
India's ties with Brazil, the largest country in Latin America, have been on an upswing in the last few years. Addressing the joint press conference, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, the strategic partnership is based on shared values, and Brazil is a valuable partner in India's economic growth. According to the action plan, the two countries will encourage greater collaboration between their defense industrial bases.
भारत और ब्राजील की स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप हमारी समान विचारधारा और मूल्यों पर आधारित है और इसलिए भौगोलिक दूरी के बावजूद हम विश्व के अनेक मंचों पर साथ हैं और विकास के एक दूसरे के महत्वपूर्ण पार्टनर भी हैं और इसलिए आज राष्ट्रपति बोल्सोनारो और मैं हमारे द्विपक्षीय सहयोग को सभी क्षेत्रों में और बढ़ाने पर सहमत हुए हैं। हमारी स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप को और मजबूत करने के लिए एक बृहद एक्शन प्लान तैयार किया गया है।
India-Brazil trade stood at $8.2 billion in 2018-19. Indian investments in Brazil were around $6 billion and Brazilian investments in India are estimated at $1 billion in 2018. Both countries are targeting $15 billion bilateral trade by the year 2022. The Brazilian president also met with President Ramnath Kovind and discussed bilateral ties. He also met Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu. The two leaders held discussions on matters like trade and investment, cybersecurity, science and technology, and parliamentary cooperation, among others.
Both India and Brazil are complementary economies, and they have convergence of ideas regarding issues concerning the globe. And the best thing that they want reform in the international organizations who have become age-old and who don't reflect the reality of today. India-Brazil relationship is good and it is going to be better for good of everyone. Akhilesh Suman for Rajya Sabha Television with camera person Junaid in Delhi.
In some other news, the Adhoc Rajya Sabha committee has made 40 recommendations to prevent sexual abuse of children and transmission of child pornographic content on social media. The report was presented to Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu by the panel chief and Congress MP Jairam Ramesh.
The Ad Hoc Committee of Rajya Sabha, led by Jairam Ramesh, submitted its report to Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu in Parliament on Saturday. The committee has made 40 recommendations to prevent sexual abuse of children and to contain access to and transmission of child pornographic content on social media. In its recommendations, the committee has broadly sought to address two main issues: access of children to pornographic material on social media and circulation of pornographic material on social media in which children are abused. They include mandatory apps on all devices and filters to regulate children's access to pornographic content, regulation of online payment to buy child pornography material, changes to POCSO and IT Act to prevent children from sexual abuse, internet service providers to be held responsible for providing access to and disseminating child pornography content, age verification mechanism on social media to restrict access to objectionable material, campaigns for greater awareness among parents and to recognize early signs of child abuse, online risks and improving online safety for the children. National level nodal agency to counter the menace, International Alliance Against Child Abuse.
Really, it's a very in-depth study you people have made and also came out with constructive suggestions. I'm very happy about it. This is a new experiment we have made, forming an ad hoc committee on a larger issue of social concern. I have gone through it at a glance, but I have to go through it in detail, discuss with other officials and also discuss with the ministers concerned informally. And then we have to move on this. And I personally feel that this should be discussed in the House also, so that you get larger and wider support. I once again compliment you and other members of the committee for their contribution and also for timely submission of the report.
The committee also urged Prime Minister to take up the issue of child pornography and the measures suggested to combat in one of his upcoming Mann Ki Baat radio broadcasts. It also appealed to Prime Minister to take the lead in building global political alliance to combat child pornography.
Since pornography crosses geographical boundaries, he must make this an India must take the leadership role in building an alliance against child pornography. Other than that, there are changes in the existing laws to create a nodal agency, to have much more 24/7.
The 14-member committee, including 7 women MPs of Rajya Sabha, was set up by Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu on December 12th last year to study widespread misuse of social media for accessing pornographic content and child abuse. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
National Voters' Day was celebrated across the country on Saturday. The theme for National Voters' Day 2020 is Electoral Literacy for Stronger Democracy. At the 10th National Voters' Day function organized by the Election Commission at Manekshaw Centre in New Delhi, President Ramnath Kovind gave away awards for the best electoral practices. Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad also was present at the event.
आज मतदाता पहचान पत्र प्राप्त करने वाले युवाओं, खासकर बेटियों को विशेष रूप से मैं बधाई देता हूं। आप सब उस पीढ़ी के प्रतिनिधि हैं जो हमारे लोकतंत्र के स्वर्णिम भविष्य का निर्माण करेंगे। मैं आज के सभी पुरस्कार विजेताओं को भी बधाई देता हूं और हमारी निर्वाचन प्रक्रिया में असाधारण योगदान देने के लिए आप सबकी सराहना करता हूं। कल हम सब अपना 71वां गणतंत्र दिवस मनाएंगे। हमारे लोकतांत्रिक गणतंत्र के आदर्श को कार्य रूप देने के लिए संविधान निर्माताओं ने संविधान में ही एक स्वायत्त निर्वाचन आयोग तथा वयस्क मताधिकार का प्रावधान किया था।
Through Twitter, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu also urged 18-plus citizens to enroll themselves in the voters list and exercise their franchise during elections. He also said that voters must elect their representatives on the basis of character, conduct, caliber and capability. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also extended greetings to people on the National Voters' Day. He took to Twitter to express gratitude to the Election Commission for its efforts to make the electoral process more vibrant and also participative. And news now from poll-bound Delhi, where election campaigning has picked up pace ahead of the voting next month. Home Minister Amit Shah addressed a gathering at the Jeet Ki Goonj event held in New Delhi, where he targeted Arvind Kejriwal and his party for misleading people. Amit Shah also expressed confidence of BJP's victory in the upcoming elections.
उन्होंने वादा दिया था घरों में आरओ से भी बढ़िया पानी देंगे और अरे सुनो सुनो सुनो, पाइपलाइन से देंगे। पाइपलाइन तो दूर रही, आई ही नहीं, मगर पानी ऐसा दिया कि 21 शहरों के सर्वे में BIS के सर्वे में सबसे गंदा पानी दिल्ली की जनता को केजरीवाल दे रहे हैं। आप पार्टी ने इसका जवाब देना चाहिए। 178 करोड़ मुनाफा कर रहा था दिल्ली का जल बोर्ड, 800 करोड़ के घाटे में पहुंचा दिया, जिसके अध्यक्ष सीएम केजरीवाल खुद है।
Delhi Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party National Convener Arvind Kejriwal also campaigned in Delhi's Karol Bagh area, where he listed out his government's achievements in the past 5 years.
अस्पताल अच्छे कर दिए, बिजली, पानी, सड़क, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, कई चीजों में काम हुआ है, लेकिन अभी बहुत सारा काम करना बाकी है। आने वाले 5 साल में अपने को बहुत सारे इलाके हैं जहाँ 1 घंटा पानी आता है, आधा घंटा पानी आता है, अब 24 घंटे पानी देना है हर इलाके के अंदर। देना चाहिए नहीं देना चाहिए? ये मैंने अभी अपनी गारंटी जारी करी थी, 10 गारंटी दी थी, उसमें एक गारंटी है, ये केजरीवाल की गारंटी है, अगले 5 साल में 24 घंटे पानी दे देंगे हर घर के अंदर।
7 central teams will visit designated airports in different cities on Sunday to review the preparedness for prevention and management of novel coronavirus in India. The cities include New Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai, Bengaluru, Hyderabad and Kochi. A 24-hour National Center for Disease Control call center has also been made operational to monitor the situation. The Union Health Ministry has said that no novel coronavirus case has been detected in the country so far, but 11 people who returned from China have been put under observation. And that's it from us in this bulletin. Thank you for your time.